Hi guys, welcome to my channel. On this video I want to share a recipe that I've made of asparagus soup. Really healthy, really low carbs, and I do it quite often for both my mom and myself because my mom is diabetic, so I try to make food that is diabetic healthy, which tends to be like low carbs and avoid sugar as much as possible. And yeah, not only do I do it for her but also for myself, because I have found that in my case, if I eat a low carb and very little sugar, I'm able to maintain my weight, and that is really what has helped me maintain my weight, because I used to be overweight. And yeah, I feel really happy that I've been able to find something that actually works for me, which is, you know, just avoiding carbs and sugar as much as possible. And this is one of the recipes that I love to do. It's really healthy and delicious, so here it is. These are the ingredients that I'm going to be using for the soup. I'm going to be using this asparagus, which I got at Costco. And yeah, I think it's easier just to go to Costco. If you do have a Costco near you, to just go there and get this big huge pack of Costco. It's like 2 pounds of asparagus. And this is optional, but I like to put a little zucchini and this yellow squash in there. And I'm going to be putting some onions and garlic. I like to put 3 cloves, but you can put as much or as little garlic and onion as you like. This amount of onion, this is like half of a medium-sized onion. And I'm going to season it with these 3. I'm going to put some bay leaf. I'm going to put these multi-purpose seasoning blend from Trader Joe's. This is like Mushroom and Company. Really good. It gives a lot of flavor to food. I started using the Mushroom and Company blending seasoning from Trader Joe's. It has replaced my chicken bouillon that has MSG. And so yeah, if you want to get something that's going to season your food and give it like a similar flavoring and delicious seasoning, this is a good option. I'm also going to use some thyme. So I'm going to start by like roughly cutting it. I'm not looking for precise cuts. I'm just roughly cutting it because when everything's done, it's going to go into a blender. So I'm going to clean and cut the asparagus, and I'll be right back. Asparagus tends to have like rough, very rough and not easy to eat ends. So I'm just gonna calculate and cut this amount off. Where all the white part is, I just cut it all off because that tends to be like the rough, unedible parts of the asparagus. And then I just roughly cut them like so. And yeah, I'm gonna start cooking the onions and the garlic in my pot. So here's my pot, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of avocado oil. Just a little bit like that. And I'm going to wait for that to heat up a little bit and add my onions and garlic. Okay, I feel like it's gotten hot now, so I'm going to add the onions and garlic in. To stir the onions out, and I'm going to cook them until they're like a translucent I don't want them, you know, like brown, just a translucent. And then I'm gonna start adding my vegetables. Done, so I'm gonna start adding the asparagus. Okay, I added the asparagus, and now I'm just going to add the zucchini and yellow squash. And now I'm just gonna put the seasonings in. This is the thyme, a little bit, not too much. A little bit of this mushroom. This doesn't have that much salt, so I am pretty liberal with it. And some bay leaves. And I'm going to add some salt, a little bit, not too much. And I'm going to put some water. I'll put that much water. I don't really measure it, just as where I start to see it, that's how much I put. That's about it. I'm just gonna leave it there, get all the seasonings in there, and I'm gonna let it boil. Put the top on and let it boil and cook for, I would say, 20 to 30 minutes. And then, yeah, I'm gonna let it cook and we'll be back to see the other steps. Okay, so the vegetables are done. They're nice and soft. So now I'm just going to blend it all in the blender. So here I blended the soup, so I'm just gonna pour it back into the pot. I'm just gonna let it come to a boil, and I'm also going to taste it to see if it needs a little bit more salt. And it's fine, I don't feel like it needs more salt. So, and yeah, this is it. I'm going to just let it come to a nice boil, and then the soup is done, and I'm going to serve it. So the soup is done, so I'm just going to plate it. And here I have my bowl. And so, yeah, so this is the end result of the soup. And yeah, it's really easy to make. I put some zucchini in there to help it get a little bit thick, and also the zucchini tends to be a little bit sweet, and so it gives it that nice smooth sweetness to it. I think it's a really good combination, and it's really healthy. And you know, instead of putting like starches or carbs like potato or something, you can just put a little bit of zucchini, and it's going to give it make it a little bit thicker. And yeah, and it's really delicious. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. And yeah, see you on my next video. Bye.